Gearbox recently released an update that allowed Borderlands 3 to crossplay with basically all platforms, except for PlayStation players. This is possible due to the Gearbox Shift program that's embedded in the game. Now, Boosteroid is a pick-up-and-play cloud gaming platform that allows you to play the Epic Store version of the game. How well does it play? And does crossplay work with running the game on Boosteroid? Before we get into it, to subscribe, don't let Tiny Tina down,
or I'll eat your babies.
Since the option to crossplay is the first decision you'll make upon entering the game, how easy is it to crossplay with others on Boosteroid? Well, we were able to crossplay with others just fine while playing through the Epic Games Store. We had 2 other Steam players and a Stadia player that were all in the same co-op squad. So yes, it's perfectly possible to crossplay on Boosteroid. With no problems, I might add. Just make sure you enable your Shift account and you're good to go. Now on to the graphics. The Borderlands series is known to be a cel-shaded looking game, but the graphical engine has been updated from the ground up. I was surprised to find an in-game benchmark to see how well the game would run on Boosteroid. I ran this first to see what we were working with. The performance here is okay. I was expecting a bit better, to be honest. All the graphics settings here were set to high, but not ultra. I didn't realize this was quite the demanding game, and honestly, it doesn't look that much better than Borderlands 2. While performance is not the best, it's certainly playable. No huge hiccups either. The average frame rate was very consistent throughout all of our gameplay. We only had an average of around 42 FPS at 1080p. It's okay, it could be worse. One thing we did notice is that the video brightness was very low most of the time. This is probably due to the gamma settings Boosteroid has preset for the game. Now, we didn't play with the video settings to honor Boosteroid's guidelines and not playing with the graphic settings, but this was a pretty big deterrent when playing the game. Take a look at the difference in picture when compared to the Stadia player in the same session. The Boosteroid gameplay looks like it's nighttime when it's actually daytime in the game. It can get pretty bad when you're in a dark room or when it's actually nighttime. You might want to play with the gamma or brightness settings in-game for a better experience, but that is completely up to you. Playing Borderlands 3 is pretty similar to playing most other games on Boosteroid if you are playing in the US. The lag will be your biggest culprit. How bad is the lag? Well, it's just enough to be annoying at times, but very doable. You will have to get used to the slight delay in aiming and shooting, but this takes about 5 minutes to get used to. For me anyways. Make sure you have a decent internet connection if you are far away from the Boosteroid servers if you want to maximize your experience. Other than the lag, Borderlands 3 plays pretty smooth on controller and mouse and keyboard. We also didn't have much of a different experience between the app and the browser. Expect a solid experience once you just get used to the lag. Europeans might have the best experience with this, at least for now. Playing Borderlands 3 on Boosteroid while in the US is very doable. It would probably be even better in Europe since, as of now, the servers are there. I would also like to see the Steam version here as well. I know Boosteroid has a bunch of requests for it on Steam, so this might happen very soon. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe to get the latest news, gameplay, and comparisons on cloud gaming, including Boosteroid, at the only place where you can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.